Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Light Unite Show on UPRN Radio. And this is June 21st, 2019, and happy solstice. So as you all know, it's solstice, which means this is the longest day of the year. And this is also a very high energy time. So I thought, wow, since this is going to be on the day I do my radio show, what could I possibly do on my show to bring in as much light as I can to the planet and all life forms? And of course, the easy answer was chanting and calling down divine enlightenment, which we've done many times before. And when we've done this and really put our attention on it for a long time, we have had some really positive shifts, guys. You know, you can pat yourself on the back. So the energy work we do does make a difference. And the more work we do like this, it's like building blocks. And the energy keeps getting greater and greater and greater. And I'm doing this for my kids and for my grandkids and my great-grandkids and for the generations before and after. If we don't do the energy work now, when are we going to do it? And who, if it's not us? Because it is us. So for me, you know, I actually did this on my YouTube, on my Facebook page today, did the chanting, because this is a high energy day, and I don't want the Nazis to win. I don't want those evil or us to be on a satanic planet. So I'm willing to make the effort. And if I have to chant just for 2 hours a day and can make a big shift on the planet, well, dang, I'm in. So go get your crystals, because crystals going to amplify our work and your energy. And of course, your bottle of water. And while you're getting that, I just wanted to share with you, you know, something really lovely that happens to me. And I go out kayaking. I live in Hawaii, so I go out kayaking out on the bay and on the Big Island. And when the water is really rough, you know, first off, all I can think of is, well, I'm going to get some really good exercise today. But then I've learned to really chant into the water. May divine peace, divine calm, divine healing descend into you now. And I just chant that out loud because I'm on the water and nobody else is around me. And within 5 minutes or less, the water literally calms down and turns to glass before me. So then I started chanting. Granted, I'm a little slow sometimes. May divine peace, divine calm, divine healing descend into the water elemental, all sea life and all coral now. And I'm discovering, to my delight, that there's more fish in the bay now. Now, is it because I've been chanting and calling healing into the water? Yeah, is it a coincidence? I don't know, but I take that as a very encouraging sign. So if you also want to do energy work, go to the water. The water will amplify. And, you know, if you've got a lake or if you live near a pond and it's polluted, go chant to the water elemental. Help her clear up. You know, I went, again, this is my personal experiences. On the south end of the island, there's a place called Black Sand Beach, and then on the other side of the ocean, there's this very polluted pond. So I took this very clean mineral water, bottled water, and I took it to the pond and I put it in the pond. And then I commanded the water elemental to mirror the bottle of water. And when I went back there the next day, the water was perfectly clear, at least 2 feet in diameter all the way around the bottle. So that just showed me that we can do magic when it's time to clean up the planet. We can do it. We can do anything if we put our mind and our intent on. Now, July 2nd is another high point, and we're going to do another hour of chanting and calling in light and anchoring it to the earth. Now, guys, you have to look at UPRN Radio's Facebook page, because I do put the chants on it so you can follow with me and chant together. Oh, what a concept. Download it. So actually, if you want to go quick, look at UPRN Radio on Facebook and pull off those chants so you can do them with me. Do it, please. Go for it. I think it would be awesome. Now, for those of you that can't do that, the chants are very, very basic, and it's may divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. And we're going to tweak that a little bit. We're going to do each chant 3 times each, 3 times both lines, and then we'll go on to another chant. We use the power of the spoken word because this is creation. And the more feeling and intent you put into it, the more it's going to manifest and happen. So once you be conscious of the power of the spoken word, you really have to be careful of your words. And you can't, in your mind, shout out, I hate you, or I hope you have something happen to you, cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. Because if you say it with enough intent, it can manifest. And that's really nasty karma on you. So you don't want that to happen. Watch your words. And this is called, you're becoming now a master of your mind. So I hope you've got your crystals. I've got one right here. It's a really big, at least a foot crystal. Big smoky quartz, and call it a crystal wand to amplify the work. And then here is a big selenite capsule. And for those of you that can't see it, I really feel sorry, but okay. Selenite really is beautiful because it calls light down and anchors it to the planet. So what we're doing tonight, we really want to anchor more light to the planet. And then behind me is my 1,000-pound smoky quartz celestial earth keeper that comes from Brazil. It's double terminated, and it's also called a cathedral celestial. And then in front of me, I have another 650-pound smoky quartz celestial, but it kind of looks like alligator plate. So it's actually called an alligator celestial quartz, but it's also to amplify what I do. And then I'm sitting in my store, which I have a rock shop. People say often that I have a crystal temple disguised as a rock shop. And I'm not going to disagree with that. Point is, it's really amplifying our energy work. So you guys ready? You got your crystal, you got your water. So let's do some chanting. All right, number 1. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. All right, number 2, may divine enlightenment descend on all reptilians now. May divine enlightenment descend on all reptilians now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all reptilians now. May divine enlightenment descend on all reptilians now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all reptilians now. May divine enlightenment descend on all reptilians now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all reptilians now. Number 3, may divine enlightenment descend on our ancestors now. May divine enlightenment descend on our ancestors now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our ancestors now. May divine enlightenment descend on our ancestors now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our ancestors now. May divine enlightenment descend on our ancestors now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our ancestors now. And number 4, may divine enlightenment descend on our families now. May divine enlightenment descend on our families now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our families now. May divine enlightenment descend on our families now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our families now. May divine enlightenment descend on our families now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our families now. Number 5, may divine enlightenment descend on all children now. May divine enlightenment descend on all children now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all children now. May divine enlightenment descend on all children now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all children now. May divine enlightenment descend on all children now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all children now. Number 6, may divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the homeless now. May divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the homeless now. May divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the homeless now. And one of my favorites, number 7, may divine enlightenment descend on all politicians now. May divine enlightenment descend on all politicians now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all politicians now. May divine enlightenment descend on all politicians now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all politicians now. May divine enlightenment descend on all politicians now. Divine enlightenment awaken within all politicians now. Number 8, may divine enlightenment descend on all military personnel now. May divine enlightenment descend on all military personnel now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all military personnel now. May divine enlightenment descend on all military personnel now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all military personnel now. May divine enlightenment descend on all military personnel now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all military personnel now. And another one of my favorites, may divine enlightenment descend on all white supremacists now. May divine enlightenment descend on all white supremacists now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all white supremacists now. May divine enlightenment descend on all white supremacists now. Divine enlightenment awaken within all white supremacists now. May divine enlightenment descend on all white supremacists now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all white supremacists now. And another one of my favorites, number 10, may divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. Number 11, may divine enlightenment descend down upon all people who suffer from depression, and mental disorders now. May divine enlightenment descend down upon all people who suffer from depression and all mental disorders now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all people who suffer from depression and mental disorders now. May divine enlightenment descend down upon all people who suffer from depression and all mental disorders now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all people who suffer from depression and mental disorders now. One more time. May divine enlightenment descend down upon all people who suffer from depression and all mental disorders now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all people who suffer from depression and mental disorders now. Number 12. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all evangelicals now. Number 13. Divine enlightenment descend on our homes now. So you can picture your homes and your kids' homes, and all your relatives' homes and your friends' homes and everybody's homes. If you're going to do one, you might as well do it all, right? All right, may divine enlightenment descend on our homes now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our homes now. May divine enlightenment descend on our homes now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our homes now. May divine enlightenment descend on our homes now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our homes now. Number 14, may divine enlightenment descend on our cities now. May divine enlightenment descend on our cities now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our cities now. May divine enlightenment descend on our cities now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our cities now. May divine enlightenment descend on our cities now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our cities now. Number 15, may divine enlightenment descend on our states now. May divine enlightenment descend on our states now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our states now. May divine enlightenment descend on our states now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our states now. May divine enlightenment descend on our states now. Divine enlightenment awaken within our states now. Number 16, may divine enlightenment descend on our countries now. May divine enlightenment descend on our countries now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our countries now. May divine enlightenment descend on our countries now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our countries now. May divine enlightenment descend on our countries now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our countries now. Number 17, may divine enlightenment descend on earth now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth now. Number 18. May divine enlightenment descend on all who suffer from addictions. May divine enlightenment descend on all who suffer from addictions now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all who suffer from addictions now. May divine enlightenment descend on all who suffer from addictions now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all who suffer from addictions now. May divine enlightenment descend on all who suffer from addictions now. Divine enlightenment awaken within all who suffer from addictions now. Number 19. And this is just so people don't think I leave this man out and don't send him any good wishes. Yep, may divine enlightenment descend on Donald Trump and all his family members now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and all his family members now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and all his family members now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and all his family members now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and all his family members now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and all his family members now. Divine enlightenment awaken within Trump, all his family members now. All right, water break time. All right, number 20. May divine enlightenment descend and anchor to this timeline now. May divine enlightenment descend and anchor to this timeline now. May divine enlightenment awaken and anchor to this timeline now. May divine enlightenment descend and anchor to this timeline now. May divine enlightenment awaken within this timeline now. May divine enlightenment descend and anchor to this timeline now. May divine enlightenment awaken and anchor to this timeline now. Number 21. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone. Practicing Satanism now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone practicing Satanism now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone practicing Satanism now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone practicing Satanism now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone practicing Satanism now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone practicing Satanism now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone practicing Satanism now. Number 22. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. And just so you won't think I would leave them out, let's do may divine enlightenment descend on all Democrats now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Democrats now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Democrats now. Divine enlightenment descend on all Democrats now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Democrats now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Democrats now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Democrats now. Woo! All right, number 23, may divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all gangs now. May divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all gangs now. May divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all gangs now. All right, number 24. May divine enlightenment descend on all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment descend on all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment descend on all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment descend on all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all in Washington, D.C. now. Number 25. May divine enlightenment descend on earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth, all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth and all life forms now. Divine enlightenment awaken within earth and all life forms now. Now we're just going to twist it a little bit. May divine enlightenment descend on the water elemental now. May divine enlightenment descend into the water elemental now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the water elemental now. May divine enlightenment descend into the water elemental now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the water elemental now. May divine enlightenment descend into the water elemental now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the water elemental now. All right, number 27. This is very simple. May divine peace, divine healing descend into the water elemental and all sea life now. May divine peace, divine healing descend into the water elemental and all sea life now. May divine peace, divine calm, divine healing descend into the water elemental and all sea life now. One more time. May divine peace, divine calm, divine healing descend into the water elemental and all sea life now. Number 28, may divine peace, divine healing descend into all coral reefs now. May divine peace, divine healing descend into all coral reefs now. May divine peace, divine healing descend into all coral reefs now. May divine peace, divine healing descend into all coral reefs now. So let's do a little bit something different again. And let's create a bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, let's put in all the people that we know that need healing. Family, friends, relatives, strangers even that you may have run into. Imagine them all in this bubble of light. So chant with me, may divine peace, divine calm, divine healing, divine joy, divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine peace, divine calm, divine joy, divine healing, divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine peace, divine calm, divine healing, divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. We're going to call to the higher selves of everyone we put in this bubble and ask that any dark energy that's around them, that's keeping them from healing and pulling to themselves the healing modalities that will work the best for them. And when they magnetize those modalities to them, let them be open to receiving and having the strength and the courage to put it into action. Now we're going to send love energy to everyone's hearts. And from that, it's from their heart, it's going to go to anywhere in their bodies that they need extra strength and extra healing and really re-energize their life force. So send them more energy, send them more energy. And this is also, if you've got somebody who's terminally ill, you send this energy for them to use, whether to heal or to go on to the next level. That's on them. You just send the energy out. And again, it's not our will, but thy will be done. So Master blast all these people with light and divine healing energy. We're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the spiritual warriors, all the light workers, which includes you guys, all the people that are standing up for the planet, that are speaking out against Nazis, against Trump, against Putin and Russia, what Russia's doing, that's speaking against nuclear and against the war and against the NRA. And even if they're just a good granny with a really loving sweetheart, put them in the bubble. And I'm going to call to Michael to come forth and cut the ties to any dark energy that's around them, that's keeping them from being successful in fulfilling their divine mission, and see that being peeled off of everybody like an onion skin. We send it through the violet flame back to God, and everyone fills up with their divine essence. We're going to call to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to go forth and remove all obstacles in all light workers' way that's keeping them from finding their divine mates, their twin flames, that's keeping them from magnetizing so much abundance into their life that they have more than enough to pay for their bills, to live a comfortable life, and to fulfill their divine missions, and to share. And see all these beings, these light workers, also drawing to themselves other people that they need to work with, that are like-minded. And see everyone helping each other's missions. And see the groups putting their egos aside and coming together and sharing their knowledge. And as they do, they're helping each other become more successful. Now fill everyone up with divine joy. Oh, let's go higher. Let's fill everybody up with divine bliss. And when everybody goes to bed, let this energy integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with their cells, their atoms, their molecules, all their internal organs going all the way down into their DNA. And with every breath, see them fill up with more of their divine essence. And when they get a really good night's sleep and they wake up in the morning, they're going to be filled with bliss, and they're going to be in this joy and not realize why, nor does it matter. To everyone experiencing that divine joy that goes higher, that goes into divine bliss, because it really is incredible. You're happy, you feel good, you feel like you're wrapped in this warm cocoon of light, and nothing is wrong, nothing can affect you. You're just in joy, in bliss, and that I wish for you. So fill this bubble up with much light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, now I want everybody to ground. I want you to feel your feet flat on the floor. Put your feet flat on the floor. Woo-wee! And I want you to feel your energies start to pull back in your body. Feel the earth energy come up your feet. And the higher the earth energy comes up your legs, the more you ground. You become very clear-headed, very back in body. And feel that earth energy coming up higher and helping you ground even more. Feel yourself becoming very, very centered, very clear-headed, filled with all these incredible possibilities. And feel yourself just integrate all that energy, very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, atoms, molecules, all your internal organs going all the way down into your DNA. Now, if you're still high, and I don't mean pot high after the radio show, go hug a tree. It's summer. You can do this. Put your hands on a tree, okay, like this, and send all your excess energy into the tree. And when you've done that for, 30 seconds to a minute, not really long, ask the tree to send you energy back, and boom, you will ground. Now, if you have that stone called hematite, then go get it. That's going to also help you ground and pull it back in body and get very, very calm and centered. You know, people come into my rock shop and they get really high because there's a lot of crystal energy in a little tiny space. And they can't make a decision, which really isn't good for me because they're really high on the energy. I give them hematite to hold, like a handful. And sometimes more is better. And they immediately pull in body, and then they can walk around, they're grounded, and then they can make a decision. So it's a win-win for everybody. During the week, you can chant, guys. Trump's getting out of hand. May divine peace, divine calm descend down around you now. May divine enlightenment descend on you. May divine enlightenment awaken within you. The more you chant this, the more we're going to call light, anchor it, and really quantum leap into the age of divine enlightenment. Which to me, that's pretty exciting because I really don't want this Nazi crap. I'm sure you don't either. That's why you listen to me. So get your groups together, guys, for July 2nd. And at 5 o'clock Central Time, at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, and noon Hawaiian Time, we're going to get together for the full hour and do these chants. We have time left, which we still do. We're just going to start over and keep doing the chants until the full hour is done. That's the commitment. Working with the energy is really important, and you're doing service work. And I hope you have seen your lives improve, because as you give, Spirit will give to you. You will receive. least that's been my experience, and that's why I do so much energy work. And God put me in Hawaii on the Big Island. Oh my God. I have a really lovely place. I have a pretty nice car. I get to go kayaking and swim with the dolphins and be next to earth keepers and do energy and healing and help people be happier. I mean, wow, not bad, huh? So when you do your work and you do it for service, God will reward you. And truthfully, I mean, we get enough people together to do these chants, we will have our own reward of enlightenment and people being kinder and people moving forward in life and getting Trump out of office and getting us off this Nazi timeline. So in the meantime, if you want to do more energy work, please tune into my Facebook page, Cathy Bilsky, really easy. And Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Pacific Time, and 4 o'clock Hawaiian Time. Mondays, we do chanting, anchor it to the planet. Tuesday, we work on radiation and Fukushima, although I will say this Tuesday we worked on not wanting World War III. Go figure. Sometimes you have to bend with the wind and go with what's happening on the planet and give it a lot of attention. Thursdays, we do energy work for climate. And again, I think we did more energy work on people, on blocking people wanting to start Armageddon. And, you know, whether you believe in it or not, Armageddon, there's a lot of people out there that do, and they really want to manifest it, which doesn't work well for me either. So, you know, doing energy work to clear and release all that, I'm there. And then Friday night's the radio show, which we do more energy work. So this is the time the earth really needs us to do this work. You know, even if you chant while you do the dishes, may divine enlightenment descend on my children now. May divine enlightenment awaken within my children now. May divine enlightenment descend on my boss now. May divine enlightenment awaken within my boss now. So many possibilities for you to stay in that really high energy, really easy, and it's benefiting the earth too. You're doing service work. Cool, huh? How easy can it be? Now, for those of you that want an excuse to come to Hawaii, then be here on July 2nd. I have a very small store, but we will cram in and do chanting. And we're going to have it live on UPRN Radio. And thanks to Joe, who's going to let me be on live at 5 o'clock Central Time, so we can really have a big impact. Now, if you're thinking, oh, what kind of impact can one have? Well, I just shared you the story of my little time out in the ocean. Now, I've done this quantum leap a few times in energy work, and I'm going to give you 2 examples where, you know, I've done the energy work like almost all year of quantum leaping and doing events. And then I'm not seeing anything. And I will say I can get a little depressed going, God, I'm not seeing anything on the world. Well, maybe this isn't working. And then in the next thing I know, and I think this was around Trump being elected, everybody came to the streets. Everybody protested. It was incredible. It was like nothing was holding these people back. The next time we did a quantum leap, women awoke. And they're just going, we ain't taking this anymore. We're not hiding when men rape us and molest us, Donald Trump. We're not hiding anymore. We're speaking our truth. That's a biggie. And then the next time we did it, the kids woke. And they went after the NRA, and man, they're good. And now they're going after the politicians and about the climate. I mean, how cool. They're doing their missions. some of the adults haven't even got it yet. But that's doing enough energy and light work and paying attention. And yes, other people are doing the prayers and we just pull them on in. And when you put it out on radio, you're putting it on the airwaves. It's amplifying the work even more. Every time this is played, the energy is amplified even more. So to me, that's exciting, and that's why I'm on radio. Now, if you're going to make an impact as great as you can. So, come to this store, come to Hawaii if you need an excuse, before July 2nd. Show up at noon for chanting, and then later you can go swim. And if enough of you show up, maybe we'll all go for a kayak excursion. Everybody pays for themselves. Sorry, I don't. Okay. All right, but I will take you. I'll take the day off and take everybody kayaking. And if the dolphins are there, well, then you get a dolphin swim. And if not, you have a lovely day of kayaking. And it's a wonderful snorkel. So I live on the Big Island in Honoka'a. And, I also do pain and stress release. You can lay on my angel light healing bed. And then for those that wander in that are open, I do little free mini massages with my angel light tools and free curse removals if you need it. I do have a donation jar, but I don't stick that in your face going, please, please, please. If you want, fine, to give from your heart. And if you don't, I don't care. I don't do it for the donations. I do it for service. And if you can't make it to Hawaii, you can call me on the phone, 808-775-9400. And, I do a lot of phone work. I do the curse removal and soul retrieval. I do that. Now, you can also get the soul retrieval on YouTube channel, on UPRN channel. And then I've got a YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribe to both. Do one, you can do the other. But I put all my shows, at least the audio, on my YouTube channel. And, if you really like to see what kind of dolphin swims I do and some of the sea life in Hawaii, I've also put those videos on for your entertainment and joy. And if you get the right joy, dolphin video, and if you take it through all the end, you're going to hear the dolphin laughing at me and going, as he's going away, going, oh my God, you're laughing at me. So they're fun to watch. And yes, the dolphins let me come right into their pods. And I love it. Because when you swim with the dolphins, you don't think about anything but dolphins. So anyway, you show up. The next day we'll go for a kayak trip. And if not, then wherever you're at, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And then pay attention to what's going on in the planet. Thank God we did enough energy work. And I mean a lot of people, not just me. And Trump decided not to go to war with Iraq or Iran, one of those two. Either one, doesn't matter. So I consider that a blessing, and doing energy work. And light was stronger than darkness. And that's what it is. You do the energy work. Whoever's got the greatest and holding the greatest energy, they won. And I do everything I can to make sure it's not Satan and his group of boys, kids, whatever. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Oh, thank you for joining in and doing the chanting with me and the energy work. If you want a copy of the chants, go to my Facebook page and it's posted right there. And then you can look under chants. Join the group, Quantum Leap group, the event. The chants are on there. Pull them off. Pick one. Do one chant today if you'd like. And that's all you'll chant. You know, if you ever start getting upset, may divine enlightenment descend on blah, blah now. May divine enlightenment awaken. You know, is there a person that you really don't get along with? Chant. May divine enlightenment descend on them now. May divine enlightenment awaken within them now. And I'm telling you, if you chant that and do that every day, you're going to have a big shift in your life, and miracles will happen because you're so focused in the light that you are now going to become a magnet for light. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to say aloha. Have a wonderful evening and a peaceful weekend. Keep chanting. And hopefully I'll see you on Facebook on Monday to do more energy work, or Tuesday or Thursday, and I'm back again on UPRN Radio next Friday night, 9 o'clock Pacific time. And we'll do more energy work. And I hope tomorrow you are in a state of bliss, because you certainly earned it. And on that note, aloha, everybody.